And now it's time for an exciting episode of playing Factorio until my bedtime. I had a thing where I was looking at OBS and I was like, why is OBS not doing what I want it to do? And the answer why OBS is not doing what I want it to do is because I did a Windows update. That was fun. And hang on, let me just reply. Cause sore eyes. There we go. Right. I decided to do a Windows update. I thought, worst comes to worst, I'll just reinstall Windows. I should stop being so, what's the word? Paranoid about it? I think paranoid's the right word. But anyway, it seems like we need more power. So we need power, yeah. And we also need copper. So for copper, we're going to have some of these electric miner doodads. Okay, we're making enough coal to supply both the jumpstart base and the other things. So, again, none of this will work without copper. And in order to make copper, I need electric miners. In order to make electric miners, I will need copper. So, let us go back to the copper and get some copper. And you know what? In addition to this, I am going to have one of these. Yeah. And burner inserter, because I'm... Well, that's not going to work, is it? You're still going to need a normal inserter. Oh, and of course, because I did that, it's just going to go there. Well, alright, I'll just hand feed it. It can, and then I can always pick the stuff out later. Oh boy, my eyes are sore. Early start this morning. No, you've gone too far. This is the problem, I'm a bit brain dead today. I was reading about King Henry... I was trying to find which one it was. It was King Edward did a lot of protective practices, trade tariffs, because I was like, I'm sure it was an English king who enacted the first trade tariffs in order to protect the wool industry, and he wanted to protect the wool industry so that we'd have an industry, because before wool was just being shipped to the lowlands, and that's why Flemish lace was well known and an important thing, and yeah. Oh, I see. So that it's still sort of feeding that bit, and these are blank because we haven't researched Logistica Scienzo Paco. Yeah. Yes. My friend keeps calling me a nerd, and I'm like, no, I'm not. And then it's like, yeah, but you're using Factorio to learn Esperanto, so maybe she has a point. It's fine. It's all right. I'm quite happy for her to call me that. Just as long as nobody else does. I'm going to handcraft some of these because otherwise we'll be waiting a long time. And if I do that, yeah, the construction bots are immediately going to go there, aren't they? So whilst we're waiting for that, I've got some conveyor belt. What's conveyor belt called? I've got some transportabendo. Yeah, transporter belt. And if you notice, there's these little transparent things, translucent. Constant combinator, and people use either constant combinators or filter inserters in their builds, and it's just to give you an icon saying that you should be putting X in here as an input. Yes. The urge inside me is burning now to actually explain what X would be. But I'm thinking, if you're watching a video about Factorio, you don't need such explanations. Probably done with the burner inserters now. Now the burner inserters are gone, I can put some small electric poles here. There we go. No! Stop it! Ah. I love the construction bots, and then I'm just explaining to people, oh, you've got to watch out because they're little rascals and they'll just take all your buildings that you work so hard on in the beginning of the game, and they just take them. It's like, yeah, we'll put them wherever, and you know, you could just, I don't know, put them in a box somewhere to say that no, you're not doing any of this. So you can place things by hand, but it's all right. I don't think it's that much of a big deal. Oh, I just did copy, didn't I? I should have made this a blueprint. Well, I don't want to make it a blueprint, and the reason I don't want to make it a blueprint is if I do that, it'll have small electric poles in, and really when I get serious about what's this thing called? Mining, that is when one wants a thing, and the thing is called medium electric poles. There we go. Yes, I can explain everything. Oh yeah. So how do you deal with insomnia? I learn Esperanto. Yes. Is it working? No. It's my own fault. I'm trying to go to bed without eating, thinking like, oh, you know, I'll go to sleep before I get hungry. And it doesn't happen. You're just awake and you're going, I'm hungry. But the thing is, I've done fasting before. I know it's feasible, so I think every time when I go to sleep and go, come on, I fasted before, it's all right. I know I'll eat something in the morning, and every single time, it's like, no, you're not going to be able to go to sleep without something in your stomach. I don't know how to explain that, but there you have it. Yes. Hang on. Gonna be AFK for an hour. Sorry. And that's that done. What's the bit? I don't tell people when I'm doing things, so of course I just got people messaging me willy-nilly. But that's okay. It's good. It's nice to be wanted. And what's also nice is some stone brick. So are we getting on the stone? Ah yes, for stone brick we need some inserters, don't we? So I'll have... yeah, I'll probably need all of that. And wow, they've already taken 28. I took 50. So I'll take that. And I've got some cardboard. Some lovely cardboard. Put one there. Put one there. And then, oh, I'm wasting time optimizing. It wasn't essential. But I was like, no, I must have these bits lining up with one another. That's okay. I can put another one in there. Here. I'll do that. Because I absolutely insist, must have it, want it. I want some stone brick. Because if I'm going to be running back and forth all this time, I need to make things a bit easier on myself. So by doing that, slow, faster. There you go. It's not just decorative. We need copper, don't we? Yeah, keep on getting the copper until such a point where I can fulfill this bit up. And need just more of everything, really. Always a bit more of everything is what's needed. Got enough of the long inserters. So, yeah, electric mining drills, good. Electra Minlo. You're not going to be learning much Esperanto today, if you're learning any at all. And some conveyor belts, we need those. Yeah, that's a good one. Transportabendo. Look at those cute construction droids. Oh dear. I'm starting to anthropomorphize square boxes. Look at those cute boxes go. Yes, look at them go indeed. Well, that's good. Now we're starting to get copper into our network. Oh, sorry. Cupra. Yes, in the original Esperanto it is much better. We'll take that one out and we'll do a copy. Copy, rotate, do that. Q, something I learnt from Neil else, thank you very much. I don't know when that feature was introduced, but you press Q over whatever you're hovering over. Oh, okay. It just came up with the suggestion of that, and then do that. What happens? All right, put one there. What happens if I have both Electra Minlo and Brulaja Minlo in my inventory? Will I get well, I need them in so I can find out what will happen. Hey, look at that! Now we're getting somewhere. I think in a bit I might even start ramping up the research again, but not just yet. So now I've got some of those. Problem is, as soon as I get to the ore patch, I know there's construction. Look, they're already going away and doing it. Oh well, okay, that's their job. No, it still comes up with Brulaja Minilo, but that's because I'm out of inventory. So this experiment was so far inconclusive. Now we're doing for power. Oh, we got loads. Do some laboratories, or no? We still need more electric miners. Just do that. Yeah, shift click. So make as many as you can, and then with these copper plates, I'm just gonna feed them in there. You take some as well. So there you go. Right. Let's see. We don't need toiletage or stanmolage. We don't need milistaro for the moment. Don't need rapida imitalos. Pribolada de stala, no. We'll go with logistica saimpaco. Then we'll go with that, and I think that'll do us for the moment. So still only 3 labs. That's okay. We need more materials before we can really ramp up the science. Yeah, we'll take some of those. Handcrafting takes a long time. There are mods which improve handcrafting speed, but the idea is that eventually you get factories to do it for. But in the beginning part of the game, it really is just one of those things. It's a bit of a nuisance. You just sort of sat there not doing much, or you just sort of sat there reading about the history of Esperanto. I'm sure R2-D2 is the reason why robots have to make cute noises. There we go. Got a little pathway. And we're desert. And that's not connected, so we'll put one there. There we go. What about here? What if... No, you're optimizing it. I'm thinking like, all of these small electric poles are going to get pulled out eventually. Just for the moment, you can see the blue lines shows your electrical network and how things are connected. So you can just see various lines and lines and lines and lines and lines is what you can see. What's oh, okay, you're almost in the final stages of making them now. Good. One of the things which doesn't default in Factorio is the research queue. So do you see after it did the little trumpeting sound to sort of say congratulations, it did the sound, yes, and then what happened? It then started researching Prilabordo di Stallo, yes, which is what we wanted it to do. And we wanted it to do that. So now a research queue is brilliant because you can just say, okay, I want you to research the following technologies in this order. However, the creators in their infinite wisdom decided that, oh, you know what would be a really good idea? If we disable the queue and make it so that you only get the queue once you launch your first rocket into space. So you've done the game the way it's always been for the past, I think they started in like 2012. So the game has for the past 8 years always been like one research task after another. And the idea is that once you've launched the rocket, then you get a research queue. But I'm thinking to myself, why not just have the research queue to begin with? It's nice you got an option there. It doesn't just, excuse me, it doesn't just force you. You can, pil gas vien minan rapidon and caractera mina rapicoto. So it makes your mining more rapid by 100%, but I don't know what charactera means. But we want that. Not that we're doing any mining. And do we want automatico too? We can't do that because you need logistics pack. So we'll do all of the red science first. Yep, that sounds like a good idea. So there we go. There's all the red science, and then there's some red science caused by the mods there. Mini loader, radar amplification, as you can see. No Esperanto translation here. But we have got here for Pesa Calazo. Better protection for no. Pesa Calazo, I assume Calazo means player. Protection. So there's that. And then there's heavy utility vest. Pesa Calazo. Oh, so that's something introduced by the mod. So what's that? A piece of armour you wear under the armour? Alright, so all of the electrominilos are done. And I've got what do I need to build a lab? You need Electronas Sucavita, Philodendrados, and that. So basically all the things which are being stockpiled here, you need them along with some of that. And I've got some of that, so I can build myself, let's just say 5. I know there's more than 5 there, but that's a good start. Go up here. Well, that's already deconstructed. There we go. So I've now got myself a patch. And can I just copy that? Yep, copy that. Copy. Copy. And I think, okay, that's good. Now, one difference between a Brulaja Minlo is it'll only mine the 4 squares underneath it. If I press F5, you can see there's the 4 squares. If I get myself an Electrum Minilo, do you see there's a green ore around it? That means, for example, let's say I was to put something here, it's mostly going to mine copper. You can see 464 carbon will be mined at the same time. And really, you do not want a belt which has got both 2 different ore types in it. However, because we can do filtering with splitters now, I am going to have a mixed belt, and I'm going to use the splitters to filter it out. And hopefully it should just work because I'm incredibly clever and perfect in every single way, and well liked by animals. Well, the last bit is true. Which means I may have to reposition my other miners, because otherwise, what have I got? Sorry, what's this? Oh, I pressed F4. Comes up with debug. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, yeah, not to worry. Take off F5. The grid is very useful for when placing down objects, but it's not always essential. Place one there, place one there, place one there. How am I doing for time? What's the time? It's 20 minutes in, so yeah, we've got another 40 minutes. And there. There. Oh, those are piggybacking off of those, so that won't work for the moment. But that's okay. We can't build more because we don't have cupola cablos. And we can't make cupola cablos because we don't have the cupola platos. Did I get that right? We don't have any cupola platos. Ah, there we go. So if I get the jump start and put it there, so I'll superimpose a few more things. So we've got ammo, yeah, and we've got the green science finally. 1, 2, 3. So I need another 8 of those. That's 10. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That was building rapid inserters. Oh, look, that's cool. It's actually got the. What do you want? You want cannon turrets, so military and rapid, and then of this blueprint, right? So this blueprint will not produce the thing I wanted, which is power. I have to handcraft that, and it won't produce me small electric poles. So I have to handcraft those. That's it. In order to handcraft those, I should need some copper cable. Don't have any copper cable, so can I just do that? Yeah, there we go. Got some copper cable. So now I can just do that. There we go. Put the remainder in there. Because it takes 2 wires to do that. Now, no, that's okay. This blueprint is now ready to be completed, I think. Just pop that there. There we go. The blueprint is all ready. Good. Yeah, 20's fine. Some turrets will be good. Got plenty of iron, so don't really need more miners. Let's work on power. Yeah, let's go with power then. If I'm right, I think do I have smelters? Let's go and blueprint library. Oh, B for blueprint library. No, I don't have to. I have to go into the other game to get those blueprints, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, bugger, I don't have the smelters. That these smelters here are on the same sort of alignment that the early game smelters are. So I wouldn't have to deconstruct all of this. I just deconstruct that part. Yeah. But in the meantime, I'm good for those. So I just need my electrominulo and the small copper cables, and let's just take some copper plate. That'll do. I can make 100 of those. I don't need 100. Let's do that, which however many that was. Q, please. Thank you. Yeah, we can see we've got. So on this one, let's have a splitter. There we go. And if I make the output priority and set the filter to only carbo, and by the end of this 2008 part series, you too will know how to speak Esperanto. Yes, You're most welcome. Q, that, and we'll make the input priority the right. And so that way, if there's anything here, it will insert it with maximum priority. And this one we will take down. So let's just drag that. And we'll drag the other one. Right, so now we've got a bit of coal. There we go. We'll just put this carbo over here. And that's doing its job. It is successfully filtering out carbo from cupra. It's alright with nouns. As long as the rest of it's in English, you and I will learn a few vowels. We will learn a few of the nouns together. So this, I want to, can I cut and paste it? So I will cut all that, yeah. And immediately that side is, okay, good, that's not as much carbo as I was worried about. Yeah, that's fine. Just double up on small electric poles. We can afford it. There we go. And it's all good. So I'll just take those away. And why? Well, just do that there. Do one there. Electromiller, no construct because no materials there. Okay, that's fine. Unfortunately, those small electric poles now line up, but that's okay. We don't need these small electric poles here. So we can just take them, which means I can... I know I said not to do it, but I'm going to do it. I'm optimizing as we speak. There we go. So those poles, I don't need them. And this is the great thing about the game. You do things you don't need to do because it's fun. So I'll do those. And we'll probably do a 3-to-1. So let's not do any of that for the moment. No. Do that. Yes. Do that. Do that. Do that. And copy that section there to put like so. And if I do it here, it will put 2 segments on. That's absolutely fine. I want you to do that. There we go. I'm doing fine for power. I don't know why I keep checking it so religiously, but there you have it. Can I incorporate that into my 3-to-1? Make this a 4-to-1? He says that, thinking, so there we go. 4 inputs, 1 output. And we'll do that again. I could have used cut. It's a great feature. I need to get in the habit of using it because it's a new feature and it's one I wasn't expecting, but pleasantly surprised. That's the thing about Factorio, plenty of pleasant surprises in it. One of these days I'll actually look at all the controls and just go, oh, I didn't know, for example, Q was a control. There we go. We'll just say the input priority is the right. There. And what about here? Any of these going to make copper? Oh yeah, some of those are making copper. Right, so as those are making copper, we need another filter, or a splitter filter, and we'll say the output priority is the left, no, the right, and filter copper for me, please. And we'll just repeat what we've done here. So a copper goes into there. Cupra. Toyota Cupra. These and other bad jokes all be available on my album. Hobbit Does Autism. Yes, it's a great album. Everyone will love it. I think some Cole's going to get into there, but sorry, Cupra. Yeah, there. Carbo. Yeah, Carbo is going into my Cupra line, but that's fine. We don't mind. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to manually pick up some of the Carbo here. Chunk, 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 chunk. And nothing's happening because it got a small electric pot on the way. Marvellous. Right, you are. And it gets to this point and nothing's happening because the demand isn't that great. And you know what? Already this is a mistake, and I know why it's a mistake. So we're going to remove this mistake. Oh look, I've changed the lines. I remember in the previous video I was like, I'll put that one there and I'll put that one there, and that way I could just drag a line across and it'd be absolutely hunky-dory. But we're not doing that now. No. And that's in the way. That's why it's there. Come on, it's almost as if you did this with good reason and then you would just ignore your reason. Silly Billy. Put it there. Well, put one segment there and put that there. Now I am going to use the cut command because I'm going to be clever this time. Put it there, but then all of this needs to be realigned, so I'll do that. You don't need it, you go there. You don't need it, you go there, and you go there. There we go. And oh look, there's plenty of Cupra going in that line. Fine, fine, good. It's all doing what it needs to do. So I think the main thing is now I need to get some iron plates myself. Just help myself to all of that. And do I need... Yeah, you will need some ferrodentrados and some tubos, which I'll have to handcraft. In the meantime, do that. There we go. We've got some more stones, so let's build another stone path, shall we? Stone path goes all the way up here. There we go. Can you see? Oh no, you can't see the steam overlay on it, so that's okay. That's a good thing. You wouldn't want to see the upcoming announcements for World of Warships, which is a good game. I like World of Warships. I had to go at World of Tanks today, and it's alright, but I'd rather have the ships. I wonder what's more survivable, being in the tank crew or being in the ship. I mean, if a ship sinks, especially if it's in cold water, you're done for. But if a tank burns and there's tanks all around, do you have a chance to run out and hide somewhere, or do you just burn in the wreckage? I don't really know. What's more survivable, tank or navy? Navy or tank? Or aircraft? Which one would you rather be in? Answers us in the comments, people. So that's as much carbo as I can hand load. Everyone's got all the fuel they need. So we're almost done, I would say. This might actually be a short one, because the thing is, it's like, alright, let's just queue up all the science in it. Queue up all the science in it. Queue up all the science. Just queue up even things we don't need. So we'll do all the red science. And yeah. So Very sore eyes. Very, very sore eyes. Do you guys ever get sore eyes when you're tired? Or is it something that uniquely affects hobbits? I don't very know. I don't very know. I don't very know. Yes. Right. Indeed. I don't very know. No, I do not. Okay, that's all good. Do I have a blueprint here which I could be working on? Initial, jump start. And oh look, the jump start base gets slightly bigger. So what we got? What goes in? So that overlays with that. Yeah. Yes. I see. All right. So let's do that then. Let's see what goes where. I assume this is going to be another line of iron. No, it's a line of steel. Yes, this is another line for iron. Okay, so this one up here, we're going to make that into a two line. Yes, we're going to have 2 lines of ore coming down, and we're going to need some more of these. What we call these things again? Electrominilos. Oh yes. And we'll need some more conveyor belts. Probably need some more splitters as well. And we're going to need we're just going to need more of everything. We're just going to need more of... Hey, he did include lamps in his thing. Oh, brilliant. Or lampo, as we call it in Esperantese. Esperantes. I still haven't looked up what an Esperanto speaker's called. Maybe it's Esperantoges. What is an Esperanto speaker called? An autist. Native Esperanto speakers. In their language, it's called a Dena Sukuloj or Dena Skaj Esperantistoj. As of 1996, there were 350 so attested cases of families with native Esperanto speakers. And there was about 1,000 Esperanto-speaking families involving perhaps 2,000 children in 2004. I think it's a noble ideal. If Brutus was about, maybe we could talk about not just open source Linux, but open source languages. Languages are too proprietary. We must have a free and open source language. I'm sure there was some benefit to it, but for me, I can't. It sort of gets beyond me. I use Linux, but this sort of philosophy of it's free and open source software is just like, all right, yeah, okay. What's the benefit to me? The benefit to me is it's free. It does the job. It's more secure than Windows, so there are advantages to me. We're going to copy this line. Yeah, we can copy it pretty much all the way to there. Paste that in. And we'll have the second line meet up like so. There we go. That, I think, looks quite nice. Although you may disagree, in which case you're perfectly entitled to disagree. Answers in the comments if you disagree. We're going to need some more. Is it called ementalos? What we calling these things again? They're called enmentilos. Yes, we need the enmentilos. And I'm going to need some more stone. I might even need to do stone mining. Yeah, well, we can do that. We have the power and the technology and the resources. I'm surprised they haven't put cannot reach. You know what? Perhaps this is a call to the Factorio community. You need to. We have version 1 of Factorio, but we need a full Esperanto release. Come on, guys. Let's have full Esperanto for us native Esperantoges. Sorry, us Denaskaj Esperantistas. Yes. For too long we have been oppressed in the gaming community, having to learn English or another language. We demand Esperanto in games. Oh, the problem is, after a while, this is just going to become an unironic crusade. It always starts off ironic, then it goes unironic, and then it becomes cringe. And so does my balancer. We want a 4-2. There we go. Because most of it's coming from these two, as we don't have Electra Minilos on this side, not really. But I don't want to copy those because, as I know, those ones aren't very good. And I like saying a lot. Yes, it's your catchphrase, It's the I'm thinking and I'm very tired, and I wish I wasn't so, because on all these episodes so far I've been saying I'm tired, I'm tired, I'm tired. And it's going to get boring if I keep saying the same thing again. It's a sign of dementia if you keep repeating yourself. Oh dear. I used to be smart, but then I couldn't get any sleep. Now I'm dumb and I sleep like a log. Blessed is the mind too small for doubt. Yep, so I'll have those bits. I'll just take off those because I do need them. And we'll just piggyback the power off of there. Do one, can I reach it there? Yeah, I can. Okay, that's very good. So we're just going to lower our voice now, and I'm just going to be describing to you 10 hours of relaxing rainfall sounds with calming thunder. Only available on NPR. So please give £3 a month. Even if you didn't enjoy this content, somebody worked hard to bring this to you. You should give £3 a month. Just £3 a month. Remember to gift aid your donation. I looked up what gift aid was, and it's like, if you pay a certain amount of tax, you're one of those affluent people where you can go, oh, my tax burden is rather severe, isn't it? Oh, I don't even have my belt balancer book. Well, poo. Conservi Ludon, version 1 peaceful, thank you. Sargi Ludon, version 1 not peaceful. Yeah, that's fine. Because all I want is to press B. There's B. My blueprints, game blueprint. What do you mean? Look, my blueprints. Yes, put one there. And what else have we got? Early game smelting. Put one there. Welcome to Factorio. Yeah, that looks good. City block. Yeah, we'll have that. Oil refinery by Nilhouse. Yeah. Although I don't like your coal liquefaction blueprint, but that's not your fault. It's just I put an SR latch. Do we want one of those? Oh, go on. I always end up using an SR latch, which is something we'll be explaining when we get to it. So that's a little teaser for later. We'll conservi Ludon. No, we're not going to conservi anything. We're just going to Sargi the Ludo, version 1 peaceful. Sargi. Now, press B for my blueprint libero. Well, it's just blueprint library. Ah, goody, I've got all the things I want. So I'll have the balancer book. Let's see. Now this is a thing. A lot of people I see, when they build the belt balancer, they will have the splitters mirrored on both sides. You don't need to do that. The splitters at the beginning already do the balancing. Then you've got a splitter in the middle, which it balances it all. So that is a correct 4x4 balancer. But we're looking for a 3x1 balancer. So there we go. There's a 3x1. Put it in there. Copy. Paste. Paste. Right click to get rid of those bits. Paste. And let's radar amplification. Militación Paco. Automagito 2. Vetedelo. Rapide Visual Fonage. Yes, the Progrestina Material Rivado. Advanced Material Refining? Yes, refining. Advanced Material Refining. We need it. Now you can look at this and see, well, clearly this isn't balanced because brr, but it's all right. It filters. It's not mission critical. What is mission critical is Electro Minilos. And how many we got those? We got 30. I think I would like you to make more than 30. Let's make you 100. No, 1,000. We don't need that many. That comes later. We need more of the transport bindles. Transport bindle. Hindles. Transported bindles. What else do we need? A reason to live. Ha ha ha. Yes, everyone needs a reason to live. I'll put the rest of you in there. There we go. We'll need some more stone at some point, but not yet. Now is not the time. Do I have anything else in this jumpstart thing? So that's the... Yeah, and then that. No, it's just 3 blueprints in it, so that's it. So after that you go early game smelting. Yes, this will come next. So if I look at that, that's a steel one. That is just a bit... Is that right? Yeah, it's right. Yeah, so in other words, you just deconstruct all of that. You keep this, you expand it so you've got 4 lanes of iron, 4 of copper, and however much you want of steel. I try to have 2 belts. And then you start building your main bus. You know what, one of these days I want to see like if there's an alternative to a main bus, but when you're in the mid-game, you do really want a main bus where you've got all your intermediate products in one place, and then you can just sort of siphon off of them to do the things you need to do. What's that? A message? Well, I said I'm busy. Is this message any good? It's oh, good. Yeah. Yeah. Is it? Yes. Oh, I need to reply to this. It's important. Yes. Unfortunately, he's blind. So stories. So stories would be ideal. Is there a German equivalent of Radio 4 with people talking about current affairs as well as German culture. You're right. All of European history is rife with violence. I've been reading about the medieval kings of England. I've been reading about the medieval kings of England because I wanted to know about protection tariffs, and it was Edward, can't remember his name, and Henry VII. They enacted those. That's what we want. We want some of that. We'll have some Rapideco de la Politia Esploro 1. And I hope my microphone was working well previously because it was underneath my throat. Ilo zonon, prograndias vian intervelion. Make your inventory bigger. Yes. What's the time now? Just another 10 minutes and it'll be my bedtime, then I'll say goodbye to you guys. Or hello. No, I think it is goodbye. I need more electrominilos. Everyone needs more electrominilos. But in order to do that, I need some more stone fornos, so I can make some more Vera platos, Cupola platos, and Stala platos. Let's have a look at the thing. Yes. Sorry, I just realised I'm still recording. Friends are inviting me out for drinks. I just saw the description for the group chat. I shan't read out. It would make him embarrassed. You're not privy to any of that. You ever watch those videos where someone's just like, they're focused on the task of recording for the entire thing? Seems very intense. Not sure I'd want to do that. You know what? I know there's nothing else to this blueprint, so I'm going to start duplicating that. And in order to do some duplications, as one would say, or as I would say, now I need some more of the longer enmintilos. Longer enmintilo. Hey, I'm starting a bit of the Esperanto actually going in now. I'm sure this will be very good when I go to the International Esperanto Conference and they'll be like, hello. And I say, longer enmintilos. And they just look at me, it's like, why are you saying long inserter? So because all the Factorio I know is from, Esperanto, yes. I know what I just did there. It's fine. If you're still watching all up until this bit, great. You love Factorio as much as I do. You should probably play it with me sometime. I'm always asking my friends to come play Factorio with me. But I think if they did, would I get annoyed? I'll probably get disappointed when I realise that, oh, sorry, Hobbit, it's not for me. It's like, no, you must play. You've only played for an hour. Give it 600 hours, and then let me know if it's for you or not. You don't know what it's like until you've built your first mega base, which I've never actually got to building a mega base, because usually I just have so many construction robots and they're going everywhere that my processor can't keep up, and it just all goes very slow. So I think if I make a mega base, I'll have to make things peaceful. You see, I want construction robots everywhere because I want them to build for me, and I also want them to repair my perimeter. So yeah, what do you do in a situation like that? Honestly, I don't know. Let's have a look at my consumption or production. So I'm producing 26. This over a minute. What are we doing? So every minute we're mining 600 ferrocart. I imagine that will probably go down soon. So a lot of stoner. Oh, production, consumption. There we go. So consumption of ferrocart is pretty consistent. Consumption of ferroplatos is also consistent-ish. So those two are the same. Carbo is coal. Copro cablo is fairly. So that's the green cable. See, if I take off that and that. Oh, no, I want to take those off. There we go. Because if I put this in, it skews the graph, so that makes things a bit better. On the production of, that's really shot down, and it's really shot down because the belt is saturated. That's fine. So if I press P for production, there we go. Oh, I just, so over the next 10 minutes, yeah, you can see things are slowly rising up. So we'll just take some of those, make them by hand. Yep, that's all good. Plenty of stone for stone funnels. Stone funnels. And I think we want ourselves a conveyor belt. Yes, we do. So we'll just take the transporter bendo down here. Drag it down here. Yes. And now if I put that there, yeah, I'm going to do something clever. You're going to look at this and go, oh yeah, that is clever. Or you're going to go, no, that's rubbish. You should have a dedicated smelting area for your stone to make stone ablicos. Well, yes, but you see, that's where it's not a spectator sport. You should be playing it yourself and doing it the way you want. I'm playing it myself. I'm doing it the way I want. So I'm going to just put these ementilos over here so that they can all work on one small electric pole. And that's good. So I'll just feed the stone in there, and there. We now got ourselves a 2-forge furnace, and I don't need that conveyor belt there, so just hand insert it in there. Go back to our jumpstart base and look at those construction droids. Oh, they're happy, aren't they? But hobbits, they're unthinking, uncaring machines. How can they express the human emotion which you call joy? Well, they're doing their intended purpose, therefore they experience joy. Because joy is when we have purpose in our life. Now, we want some more electrominilos, I believe. And it is 2 minutes to go, so we shall be concluding this part of the episode very, very soon. Well, I just want to go up here. I think we'll need to produce power in not too distant future. But no, don't need more electrominilos, so we'll go back down. We'll set handcrafting to Vaporo generatoros. I was thinking vapor reactor. No. So we'll put that all back in its lignacesto. There we go. And now we need plenty of iron. Plenty and plenty of fela and platos to make Plato's favourite thing, the vaporo generatoro. Vaporo generatoro, bene, bene. No, it's not Italian. Conservi l'odon. That was version 1 peaceful. Thank you very much for watching my thing, and may now go away.